Tuesday the 20th, and I'm pretty shattered this morning. It was a busy night, and I had winds up to 30 knots, but it was reaching, so it was really wet and wild, and I worked really hard. Every time I wanted to go to sleep, the radar sounded and told me another rain cloud was on its way, and everything all seemed to happen at once. And then this morning the positions have come in, and it's been worth it. I've closed some miles on the others, so that's really lifted my spirits. And I know that in the next 24-48 hours there'll be a lot of sail changes coming on, because we go from very windy weather to very light weather as we close the ice gate. So I've had my breakfast, refueled, and just got to keep on it, keep an eye on the weather, and make sure I tack at the right time. Well, over my left shoulder is the ice gate, which finally, painstakingly, I have passed today, having floated for about 12 hours. We are now reaching and pointing in the direction of Boston, which is great news. We're just over 1,000 miles left to go, looking at a Sunday, Monday arrival, depending on what we've got. We've got a big blow coming up tonight, so that should give us some fast, wet and wild conditions, and then we've got some tricky patches ahead of that. I crossed the ice gate along with Akina, Servan and Roxy, just on their tail again, so hopefully I can stay with them all the way to the finish. It would be really cool. For 2 days it's rained non-stop, and I was wet, cold, miserable, and now it's a beautiful evening, but almost the other extreme of a little too little wind. But there are some ominous looking clouds ahead with showers in, so I know there'll be some breeze in them. And this is how we go on our final 600 miles to Boston. A bit of breeze and then some more light weather ahead, so we just got to keep on going. I do believe tonight the leader will arrive in Boston, and that's Loic Perron on Gitada, making him the first person to win 3 Transat races. But he may have won 3, but in 600 miles time this will be my first solo race, so I'm just as excited. Um, 24 hours ago I was having a really bad 24 hours in 25 to 30 knots of wind, going upwind. I couldn't keep pace with the others. I'd lost a lot of miles. I was very frustrated, and tacked away early with the plan to come south, and had a very pleasant morning sailing, and I consoled myself that I just need to finish the race and don't worry about the lost miles. And then I saw there's a high pressure ridge that we all had to pass, and I thought, well, this is my last chance. There's 480 miles to go. We're all going to have to go through this ridge, and now here I am, still with 480 miles to go, and getting to Boston seems like the furthest thing possible at the moment. I can't even get the boat to move. I've tried everything I know how to do. Visibility is down to about 2 boat lengths, and I think I'm actually spending more time going backwards in the Gulf Stream current than I am going forwards, because there's no wind, no boat speed, lots of flapping sails, and all I can imagine is that the others are sailing towards Boston at the moment, and it's just driving me mad. I don't wish bad things on anybody, but I hope they're in the same wind conditions as I'm in to give me a chance. But it's not on the weather file when the next wind's going to come. I have no idea. All I can do is wait. I don't know what else to do now. The boat is finally moving after 2 days of being becalmed. It's beautiful conditions at the moment. Flat water, 20 knots of breeze, and I'm just fast, close to the wind but not on the wind. Doing about 12 knots. And the forecast is for the wind to increase up to 30 knots overnight, so it'll be a bit of a wet and wild night, but tomorrow should see me arrive in Boston if I can keep this up, so I'm relieved. Pleased to be getting in. Shame I'm not getting in a little earlier ahead of some of the others, but it's been a learning curve for the Transat. My first solo offshore open 60 race, and my first race in a new boat. got a lot of work to do before the Vendée, but a lot of positive things have come out of this, and a lot of frustrating things have come out of this, but it's all part of the learning curve, and the first step to the bigger picture, which is the Vendée.
On May 27, Dee and Aviva arrived in Boston and successfully completed their first solo ocean race. The race signified a huge personal achievement for Dee, who competed against a strong international fleet, including French sailing legends Loic Peyron, Vincent Rieu and Michel Desjoyeux. For both Rieu and Desjoyeux, boat damage from collision with sea mammals forced their retirement, demonstrating just how hard it is to finish a competitive offshore race. Dee's Jedi master, Loic Peyron, went on to a historic victory in Boston. The completion of the Artermis Transat means that Dee has technically qualified for the Vendée Globe and is one step closer to realising her ultimate goal, to become the first woman to sail solo, non-stop, around the world in both directions.